So I tried to film this episode with the GoPro this time because I've got access to a GoPro. I also have a mad camera I'm learning how to use, a few other bits and pieces just to try and get some, better footage for the channel and take some cool photos of my own cars. The downside is this. Yep, it's already out. So I'll try and recover the footage if I can. If not, you know now. So anyway, trying to play around with the Canon a little bit here. What I've got going, so I've got the GoPro again, hopefully it works out. But I'm going to start stripping this down. I want to be able to pull the carbs off, basically get it down enough that I can tidy it up. The engine overall is still in great condition from when it was crashed. It's only had less than 10,000 Ks on it since the build, so everything should be sweet there. Pull these off. So these got the big hole in them, like I think I've shown you before. And then like down in here, overall they're quite rusty. So hopefully, after I sandblast them, there should be enough steel to just do a few repair sections, weld things up. Hopefully they'll work. I really don't want to have to build a set. Can't really buy a set. So yeah. And I've got this down here. Pretty sure I've showed this before as well. So that's for the alternator bracket. So what I'm going to plan to do with that is I'll drill that out to a 10mm hole and sleeve it, and just weld a washer to the sleeve as well. So either side, whichever way I'm going to insert it from, and see what kind of alternator I can come up with that'll fit this whole system. Standard one should work. Like, it's not like it's got a whole lot of electrics in this car. Love it when a manifold comes off clean. Very minimal gasket to clean up, which is good. But yes, they're off. Time to... I want to pull the fuel pump off because I do plan to run electric pump in this one. I have started to have a few little issues with this mechanical pump. Pull some brackets off, a few other bits and pieces too. This is returns out of the head, but it's also for like heater and bits and pieces. And well, there's no heater in this car. Well, there won't be. Don't need it. So that runs all the way down to the water pump. So I'll pull that off. I'll be able to get in behind everything. Pull these off because these are just sitting on here for the time being, so they can come off. There, all the way along there. So I'll pull that off, replace that hose, pull the bracket off, tidy all this back up again, and then still got to figure out what I'm doing with the master cylinder and the brake booster scenario. I was talking to, hang on, I'll turn these around. I was talking to Levi. That's who came around today to help me pull the engine out. He was, there was a dark red burgundy Corolla in my last episode. He's the owner of that car, and his wife owns this car. Anyway, I was talking to Levi, and he was mentioning something, hopefully a Corolla. I think it's a, I actually don't think it's from a Corolla. It fits a Corolla. It might be like a GQ or R32 GTR clutch booster. Fits the Corolla. Hang with me here because it's quite confusing. So that fits the Corolla, and this looks the same. So hopefully that'll fit. And then I can put some other fancy master cylinder on it. And then from here, usually it goes up into the rear proportioning valve, and then back out over to the master cylinder. If I use the master cylinder that Levi's proposing, it's got a self-proportioning system in it. So I don't have to, I'll have to change all the lines on the firewall. So the end of this story is that I still can't put that in there yet. That's kind of what I was getting at. Gabbering on. Anyway, back to pulling this apart. Right, all the brackets are off. Just put all the bolts back where they come from, you know, so I don't lose it, knowing me. Fuel pump, manifold as we've seen. Dizzy, all engine mounts, now I can access everything. This side's got a lot of like shit on it from the exhaust rusting away. And a fair bit of corrosion too from, in the accident, the battery got crushed. Kind of can't really tell anymore. I cut half of it away, but between the exhaust manifold and when the body come in, it got crushed and melted through, and yeah, wasn't nice. But all my bolts are back in. I can actually see everything now. A little bit of corrosion on the top of that one there, but I've still got plenty there. It's still solid, so I can keep working with that. Don't know what to do with this because of this. You know, it's all white and black. I've got some wrinkle finish black. I was thinking of doing a whole lot and just shaving this off. It was polished in that car. I don't know. I'm not doing red. That's silly. I'll see if I can find a quick grab of, it's a, what is it, an FTO gland in Japan. And this is all like gold chrome. Looks really cool. If I can find a grab, I'll throw it in here. If I can't, just imagine it. Anyway, not really sure what to do from here. I might pull a pulley off of here and I don't know. Have a look at it. Well, it's all stripped down. I was going to wire wheel it, but I don't have any paint. I thought I did, but I don't. So now I've got to pick a colour for that too. I don't know, silver, black. I'll figure it out. And tidy up all my shit. Look. Bloody mess. Anyway, so I'll see how all the footage from the Canon turned out. Hopefully it's good enough to throw in there. And I don't know, try some different editing this time. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Just a quick one to show you that it's out. And yeah, see what happens on the next episode.